Hey everyone, it's Dale Anderson here from Fabric. So I just wanted to do the second section of our webinar recap. This is going to be about smart investing and using AI applications, as well as some of the latest PropTech companies that we can explore and how they can help benefit you. So I'm just going to share the screen. The first thing we want to look at is the role of AI and PropTech in smart investing. And how this can benefit you. So a few things you need to consider is firstly data aggregation and speed. The benefit is how the AI can take large sets of data from government websites or portals like Rightmove, Zoopla, real-time information. It can really gather data and it can make decisions a lot quicker based on the data. So it pulls the property data from Rightmove, Zoopla, planning portals, and then it all feeds into tools like Zapier is one tool, and you can also use ChatGPT for some trend analysis. So for example, instead of manually filtering through hundreds of listings, AI can highlight those that match your yield and price criteria, saving hours of research. This gives investors time efficiency and early insights into emerging areas before they become mainstream. Also to consider is predictive analytics. So this basically means that you can identify emerging hotspots and pricing trends. There's tools such as property data, which we'll go through in a minute, and that basically allows you to put in the postcode. Say, for example, Manchester postcode. It can predict what's going to happen in the market in the next few years, whether there's going to be an increase in rents. It'll take in analytics and data like employment growth and infrastructure developments. So it'll use AI-driven insights where investors can make a data-driven decision and get a first move advantage in terms of undervalued neighborhoods that are perhaps up and coming emerging hotspots. And number three is human oversight. AI is powerful, but obviously human expertise remain essential. Algorithms might miss local insights such as school quality, safety in the neighborhood, developers' track records, things like that. So even though within the same city, two adjacent postcodes, as you know, one area can be really good and another area just nearby could be maybe a bit more run down. So it's important we use a hybrid approach where you have someone who knows what they're doing with the software and the AI, and they can prompt it correctly, do their research and analytics on the data, but also feet on the ground and eyes that can actually see the area does help. So this mitigates risks like things like policy change as well, or community pushbacks that AI may overlook, or government change, for example. Although it is becoming more real time, it used to feed in data which was not fully up to date. So just as an example, you could put into ChatGPT, as a UK property investment expert, can you provide me a detailed summary of the best locations for investment? And then you can be more detailed and say, include specifics analysis from the latest indexes and government websites to highlight rental yields, capital growth, and regeneration in best areas. So you give it a persona, you ask it what you want. It can be as specific as you like. That should basically then give you some good research and analytics. So that comes up with Liverpool. It talks about the regeneration, why it believes it's a good investment. It's taken in data from various sources, Manchester, London, and other areas. As you can see, it's pulling in a lot of data there very quickly. And then, as mentioned, we've got websites like Property Data, which are really good tools for sourcing information. So it's a research platform, propertydata.co.uk. I think it starts at about £14 per month. But yeah, it does research, sourcing, and it can evaluate basically based on your requirements, different locations, different areas for investment, but also what's going on in terms of local planning and other things as well. So yeah, you can pretty much just go in there and then you can look at yield hotspots, council tax index. There are a number of sources in there, rent to rent, property finders, planning alerts, So that's quite a powerful tool. If you're a developer as well, it does help significantly in different areas and postcodes. And of course, you can evaluate property as well by simply putting in the postcode, and it'll bring up all the comparables, all the data, and give you the information you need. So that's propertydata.co.uk. So the next section, latest tools and approaches when using AI, which is quite important because there's a lot of software coming out, and I think people are kind of unsure on how to use it or best practices. Tenant screening, the AI automates credit checks and payments likelihood. So tools like Goodlord or Rent Profile. You have valuation software as well. So AI-driven valuation tools like we just showed you, property data, can provide live market data and help analyze even development costs and things like that. There's a software called Aprio that can do that. Also, number 3, maintenance and communication. You've got chatbots now for tenant Q&A service requests. Things like FixFlow is one example. It enables 24/7 tenant issue reporting, maintenance requests, and can notify tradespeople automatically. We've got companies like PropServe, who we had on. Sam Smith's the co-founder. He used to work for David Phillips, a furniture company, and he realized there was a gap in the market for a software that could tee you up with whatever you need, whether it's maintenance, management, furniture, through the platform. For data aggregation platforms, so platforms like Landlord are really cool. We've used Landlord, worked with them for a few years now. It does rental analytics in one dashboard. You can track your portfolio, your performance. You can do your mortgage through there, and then it'll link you up automatically with the necessary people. So this is one that I mentioned, which is the FixFlow company, and that basically revolutionizes the way our business flows. So 2,000 agencies use them, and it'll tee you up with property repairs, maintenance software systems. So it's technology integrated into real estate, lettings, block management, build to rent. It's very interesting. Student accommodation, social housing. And yeah, it just helps streamline the process of repairs, maintenance, things like that. We then have Landlord, which I mentioned. This is a very cool platform for market analysis. So once you log in and you create your account, you can check my portfolio. There's a wealth tracker. And the investments, there's a cool deal analyzer. I really like the deal analyzer. You just put in the postcode of the property. So if it's maybe M40 Manchester, buy to let, you put in the price of the property, the expected rental amount, and you say buying with a mortgage or buying cash, proceed, and then you'll see it will come up with some data, expected rental income, and some key metrics, as well as your cash flow and your returns you can expect. So that's a very cool tool. That's Landlord. Landlord.io is the website. Efficient portfolio management and landlord duties. So a couple of benefits for us that we can see is rent collection and reporting. There's automated reminders, late fee tracking, and fraud alerts. Example tools, PayProp and Go Cardless, are such that can streamline payments, minimize delays, payment delays, and make sure rents are paid on time, but also detect fraud. AI is very good at detecting any fraudulent payments through these software systems. And number 2, preventative maintenance. AI-driven IoT sensors integrated with FixFlow can detect leaks or unusual temperature changes early, preventing costly repairs and increasing tenant satisfaction. Number 3, compliance and regulations. There are tools like Off Online and Landlord Visions, which keep track of legal changes, ensuring landlords stay compliant with gas safety, EPC ratings, and tenancy agreement updates. So very useful. Time saving. Of course, there is more scope to focus on strategy and tenant relations. Online payments, as I mentioned, there you've got gocardless.com. So AI versus traditional property valuations. The advantages of AI, as I mentioned, it can process large amounts of data a lot quicker, which can be beneficial. And then there's tools like Property Data and CoStar for commercial building valuations, which can also help there. So that's the advantage. The limitations, AI relies on data quality and completeness. So the data you input is what you're going to get on the output. It may overlook unique property features like sea views or high demand school zones, or if there's a building next door blocking the view. So there may be some limitations where we believe a hybrid approach is best. We do still need human expertise. People know what they're doing on site, inspections, just so there's no nuanced judgments. Although I know evaluations are now starting to become more modern, even people using things like AI technology and drones to inspect properties and buildings. But we recommend a hybrid approach. On-site inspections, local insights are crucial, and then combining AI-driven analysis with human oversight will yield the most accurate results. So can AI predict real estate market crashes and booms is another question that has come up recently. So machine learning on historical property data, such as interest rates, housing supply, and market sentiment, can help policy changes, construction metrics. It can help you with build costs and identifying potential issues that may come up, such as cost management. Advantages in speed, faster pattern recognition versus manual analysis, which takes hours. So things in market research and analysis can be done a lot quicker, and near real-time insights into shifting market conditions. Limitations and surprises: it relies on clean, robust data. It can struggle with things like black swan events, natural disasters, policy changes. So while powerful for short-term forecasts and risk assessments, we believe human expertise remains crucial for context and unexpected scenarios. We then went on to introduce PropServe with Sam Smith. It's an all-in-one property solution platform built for UK landlords and investors. It focuses on advertising and listings, tenant management, and maintenance. So yeah, this is the PropServe platform. For example, I've already had some referrals in there for people needing some services. When people move house, they need things like furniture, snagging reports done, contract management. So it's all centralized communication, all in one place. It's got a dedicated account manager. Basically, you can choose a contractor for every service you need, whether it's accounting, air conditioning, furniture, electrical work, flooring. You just click on there and it will link you to the main service providers, and then you can hire and employ the service contractors you need. Everything's managed from the system efficiently. So Sam Smith will be sharing a demo with us, and then we can share that with you as well. We will include a link to PropServe in the email. So you just click the link below, you can register, and then they can show you how the platform works. So very excited to be working with them. We also looked at Crystal Roof. That's another platform where you can put in data. It'll tell you everything going on in the local area in terms of schools, the neighborhood, and the demographics, population growth, things like that. To find out more, get in touch. And as always, I'll be keeping you up to date. I hope this helps. Don't forget to click subscribe, like, and share if you found this useful. All the best. Take care.